Completely not looking at the right screen. Evening, everyone. Welcome along. It is Thursday. No, hang on. Turn that up. It's not in Zoe mode now. It's got to go into quiz mode. There we go. Yeah, it's Thursday, the 25th of May. Thank you very much for joining us. The last Thursday night quiz of May. And then, yes, we are into June. Well, we'll have a quiz on Saturday, and then we'll have a quiz in June as well. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm really not with it this morning. Really not with it at the moment. Anyway, right, let's just move on quickly. Yeah, we'll get started in about 9 minutes and 45 seconds. So yeah, get your pens and paper and everything at the ready. I'm going to jump in and start saying hello to people because I can, just get on with that, and that's easier. Right, let's say hello to Moogie and Phil. Good evening to you guys. Oh yeah, if you do want me to say hello, hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz on Twitter. Head on over there. Thank you. Hi from Moogie and Phil. We will be, of course, ready and waiting for tonight's quiz. Good luck, everyone, especially me. I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine. I'm sure you will. Hello to our friends over in Sweden, the two weird dots above the O, who will be joining us as usual from Horby. We're having a busy week and a lot of mental stress, so we're looking forward to the quiz to get our minds on something else for a while from the two weird dots above the O. Do you know what? I do love the fact that this causes a lot of mental stress, I'll be honest, at times. But then you guys a lot of you use the quiz to escape mental stress. And I'm thinking, thankfully you lot have played the quiz for a long while. Anyway, hope you guys are feeling a bit better over there in Sweden. So good evening to you guys. What is up with this microphone tonight? No. I'll leave it on that. And then just crank that up. Hello to Mr. Chris Baker. Hi Jay, hope you're good. Chris the Preposterous Beauty and Susan the Bewitching Beast, looking forward to tonight's quiz. He sent me a picture on Facebook this week, which I saw, which was when they were basically, when their Beauty and the Beast quiz team was born, and I think it was like 5 years ago at a holiday camp. So yeah, Beauty and the Beast still going strong this evening, so welcome along to you guys. Hello, it's Hedgehog from Hedgehog and the Flatmates. Please can we have a shout out for Louisa, who turned 17 last week. Many thanks for all of the hours of entertaining quizzing. Oh, you're more than welcome. But yeah, happy birthday to you, Louisa. Hope you've enjoyed your birthday, which I'm sure you did. Hello to Jim, who says shout out to Wegs, Enid and Peter, who are collecting their new camper van tomorrow and driving to the Arctic Circle with Peter and Mel in a couple of weeks' time. Why? I mean, we've just started getting warm weather. Is it not? Is it too warm now and you need to escape to colder climes? Are you mad? Oh, fair play to you for doing it. I'm not going to take any gloss off it because it's going to be incredible for you. But yeah, enjoy that. Have fun. Not something I would be too keen on, but it sounds like an incredible challenge. So yeah, good luck, Peter and Mel, Enid, Peter and Mel, who are going up there. So yeah, good luck. You crazy people. But yeah, hello Jim and Selena as well. Hello to Ruth, who's hopefully back in time. She was off to walk the dogs about an hour ago and said she'll be back in time for the quiz. So hopefully you're back in and settled with the dogs. Hopefully you're okay. Hello to Andrea, who says, may we have a shout out for our grandson Joe, who is here for a sleepover tonight. So he's quizzing with us. And say hi to Jack for us. Well, I'm sure Jack will be along at some point. 6-year-olds and relationships are confusing us all at the moment, because apparently he has a girlfriend. He has a girlfriend, but then his best friend, who is a girl, now also wants to be his girlfriend, so it's getting a bit confusing at the moment. Hello to the Leamington Loungers. They'll be with us tonight. Can you say a quick hello to Dave and Jean from the Devonshire Dumplings, as Dave hasn't been too good, so we are sending our best wishes, please, and it might cheer him up a bit. That's from Dave and Lynn. So yeah, get well soon, Dave. I'm sure you will be on the mend. Fingers crossed soon. Hello to the Quiz Kings, Deb and Joe, who are back home after 2 weeks in Devon. Looking forward to quiz as always, so good evening to you guys. Looking forward to our Thursday night get together for the quiz. 3 generations of the Challow Massive will be joining you this evening, so yeah, good evening to you guys. Welcome along. Hello to Fiona, who's also put in a message for Louisa. She says, can we have a shout out for this, our daughter Louisa, who turned 17 last Sunday, key member of the Hedgehog and the Flatmates. Looking forward to another quiz. So that says it all. Louisa, you are an absolute key member, because there have been 2 requests to say happy birthday to you tonight, and hello to all of the Hedgehog and the Flatmates team as well. I'm going to come back to Irene. Hello to Pam as well. Hello to Laura, Jeanette and John Armstrong in Belfast. Good evening to you guys. I will come back to those as well because there's another message I've seen. Hello to Simon Taylor, hello to Linda Herring, and hello to Sir Bill of the Tutors, who's not with us this evening but says, can you say hello? And good luck to all of the YouTube live chat legends. I can indeed. Good evening to all of you. Going back to Irene, now I was going to make a joke about this, but I'm going to be a bit more serious for you now, Bob, because Vicky's just sent me a picture. He says, hope you're well. Please say hello to Bob Pitt and get well soon. He fell out of the door whilst getting the lawnmower out to do the lawn. He tells everyone I gave him the horrendous black eye. Now, before I saw the picture, I was going to say, Bob, you are the most genius man I've ever met, because you've decided you didn't really want to mow the lawn and you found a way to get out of it. However, then Vicky sent me the picture and my word, yeah, that looks painful. So I now know you did not try to do that deliberately. So yeah, get well soon, Bob. I really, really, really do hope you are on the mend and you are getting pampered by absolutely everybody, which I'm sure you are. Jumping on to Twitter, I will go down. Loads of people. There we go. Hello to John and the Welling Wizards, who are hoping to beat last week's 44, which I'm sure you will do. I have every confidence. Hello to Snowy as well. Thank you, Miss Ali Jackson, who says, joining in again from sunny Shropshire after our 1 week sabbatical to Ski Athos. See, I like it when people put things phonetically. It means I can't pronounce them wrong. Hope we give a good account of ourselves after some rather rubbish weeks. Yeah, but to be fair, you were in Skiathos last week, so there's every possibility it might have been, alcohol induced. But shout out to the quiz king and queen of Neb and Denise from Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, Ali and Neil. So good evening to all of you. The Brainy Borden Bunch are back after a few weeks away. Please, can you say a huge congratulations to Carly and Liam, who got engaged whilst on holiday in Florida. Very happy to get our brains working again this evening. It's nice to be back. Yeah, very, very big congratulations to Carly and Liam in Florida. How are you going to top that? You got engaged whilst you were on holiday in Florida. How are you now going to top that for the wedding? Maybe have a quiet one or something. Yeah. Hello to Jeff and Angie, Tim and Wendy, who are playing in Grimsby. So good evening to you guys. The 5Gs. 4 of us played on Shell Island last week around the campfire. But they're all back together tonight. So that's Ian, Hells, Louis, Barb and Paige's family. Welcome along. Good evening to all of you. And Jen and Stevie are playing along again in Grangemouth with a few beverages. Sounds like a very good idea. So yeah, good evening to all of you on there. Let me jump on. Let me just do my little bits and pieces. Oh no, hang on. I will go on to there actually. Good evening to Jabral Normsky, who says, good afternoon and hope you are well. Any chance of a shout out tonight for the undiscovered who are playing the quiz from sunny Crete? We are on our balcony overlooking the sea, drinking the local tipple even. Anya and Erin are in bed after a long playing in the water park. Well, yeah, I get that. I mean, yeah, playing in the water park, I'm not surprised they're going to be absolutely exhausted. So yeah, good evening to all of you, and hello to the rest of the Jabral Normsky undiscovered tribe clan. I've shut you all down by mistake, but yeah, good evening to all of thee. I'm sure you're absolutely fine. I'm sure you're all good. Hello to the Patreons in the Jabral Nutjob Discord server, which have just loaded up. Belated happy 40th birthday to Paul. Welcome to the club, and hello to Roxy as well. Yeah, welcome to the club, Paul. 40s, it's all downhill after this. But welcome along to you. Hello to the Wrongans and Jeanette and everybody there. Two's Company, good evening to you guys. Hello to Jan and Richard. Hashtag fangirl and hashtag foundboy, who said he still mowed the lawn afterwards. Oh, bless you, Bob, you are a hero. That eye looks so painful. I'm surprised you could see out of one of the eyes and you still mowed the lawn. That's incredible. Hello to Blair Robinson. Good evening to you. Scrolling up. Hello to Phil and Tracy. Simimimin Robinson. Good evening to you as well. The Mill Lane Mob and Catriona, who looks like she's got like very, very cold microwave pizza at work, but I'm sure that'll be absolutely fine. So good evening to all of the Mill Lane Mob crew. Hello to Irene and did I say Ron and Sue? Well, there you go. Hello to Ron and Sue as well. So we've got about a minute to go. Oh, hello to Vic in Bristol, quizzing solo this evening because Phil is in Portugal with friends. Now, you see, I've said this many times when people separate for a quiz night. If you end up scoring better than you normally would do, you know who the brains of the operation is. Just saying. So yeah, good evening to you. Clearly wasn't me on Tuesday night. We had an absolute shocker at the quiz on Tuesday. Well, no, actually, no, we didn't. I'm lying through my teeth there. We lost by, I think we lost by about 4 points. However, we had 10 points deducted because we won the previous week. So had we not have had the 10 points deducted, we would have won. But there you go. So right, about 30 seconds and we shall get underway. So it's the last round tonight of the decades that I've been working my way through, tying it off nice and neatly, because next Thursday, don't forget, we're taking a short break. There will still be a quiz for you guys on Thursday and Saturday, but yeah, we're taking a short break from the lives because we are over in France for Beck's wedding. Good evening to Mr. and Mrs. Meadows, who have got married in the UK, and then the French ceremony is next week. Can't believe it's next week. Cannot believe next week we are going to be in France watching two very, 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 very good friends getting married. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. Anyway, right, let's get into the quiz. Tonight is live anyway. Let's get on with it. So 50 questions, as always. As I said, that decades round, the final one will come up for round 3. But we start in the place that we always do, with some entertainment for you, starting then with this for number 1. Which cartoon character had a ship called the Black Pig? So which cartoon character had a ship called the Black Pig? My name's been mentioned in another Discord server and I'm slightly concerned. Number 2, Vivaldi was the composer of the 4 what? So Vivaldi was the composer of the 4 what? Number 3, Bambi's friend Thumper was which kind of animal? So Bambi's friend Thumper was which kind of animal? Uh-oh. Number 4, which football team had the world in motion along with New Order in 1990? So which football team had the world in motion along with New Order in 1990? There's no batteries in that because they've been in there that long, they've started leaking. Number 5, of the 7 Academy Award nominations that Kate Winslet has received, how many did she win? So of the 7 Academy Award nominations that Kate Winslet has received, how many did she win? Got a flashing warning light on my mouse, so I'm trying to see if I've got a spare battery. If not, I'll try and get it to the break. Number 6, which former Take That singer's first solo single was Freedom? So which former Take That singer's first solo single was Freedom? 2 drawers under my desk are just full of sweets. I'm not going to find batteries in there. Number 7. What kind of aquatic creature did Daryl Hannah play in the movie Splash? So what kind of aquatic creature did Daryl Hannah play in the movie Splash? Number 8. Which cartoon character was portrayed as the fastest mouse in all of Mexico? Oof. So which cartoon character was portrayed as the fastest mouse in all of Mexico? See, I can't even read that out, Phil, because it would give away that that isn't one of the answers. I'll remember that. Number 9. Groups Stereophonics and Catatonia all hail from which nation? So the Stereophonics and Catatonia hail from which nation? Here he comes. And finally, number 10. In which year did Blankety Blank make its UK TV debut? Art Garfunkel with Bright Eyes was the biggest single, and Kramer vs. Kramer topped the worldwide box office. Here he comes. Oh, come on, you. Come on, because I'm right at the end of the round. No, come here. I'm right at the end of the round, and you can say hello. Why are you being a doofus? Boo. Yeah, I knew you were going to say. You've had your haircut. Come here. What? Yeah. You've had your haircut.
Puppy.
Why? The grumpy 6-year-old. Right, you're going to say goodnight to everybody? Oi. I told you, grumpy 6-year-old. Right. His T-Rex impression. Right, say goodnight to everybody so Daddy can carry on. Say goodnight nicely. Go on. He's trying to make the bar go red. Right, say goodnight to All right, that's it. Off you go. Say goodnight. Go on. It's alright, leave it where it is, it's fine. He's just walked into the fan. Good night, Munchkin. There we go, my little T-Rex there, ladies and gentlemen. Right, round 2 is geography for you. Let's start then with this one for number 1. What is the capital of Thailand? So what is the capital of Thailand? He was getting louder and louder because there's a bar that monitors my microphone input and he was trying to make sure it was in the red. Number 2, which is the largest island of the Caribbean Sea? So which is the largest island of the Caribbean Sea? Yeah, he's got 2 weeks off from tomorrow. So, yeah, definitely hands full. Number 3, which of the Channel Islands is furthest south? So, which of the Channel Islands is furthest south? Number 4, the Costa del Sol can be found in which European country? So the Costa del Sol can be found in which European country? Oh, What is the capital? I'm wondering why people are just typing the letter T and then I've just put 2 and 2 together. Hilarious. Train. Still trying to work out why a train going past the back of my house is in the livery of South West Trains, which is from where I grew up. Number 5. In which Scottish city would you find Holyrood Castle? It's supposed to be Northern Trains. So in which Scottish city would you find Holyrood Castle? Number 6. East Anglia is made up of 3 counties, Norfolk, Suffolk and Cambridgeshire. But which other county is sometimes included as the definition of East Anglia? So depending on who you talk to and who you listen to, East Anglia is made up of 3 counties, Norfolk, Suffolk and Cambridgeshire. However, sometimes it's included as 4 counties, which is the other one included. Number 7. In which ocean can the mystical disappearing region of Bermuda Triangle be found? It's an old dad joke there. Do you know why it's never been found? Because people don't find it because they don't go out. In which ocean can the mystical disappearing region of the Bermuda Triangle be found? Could probably have worded that joke better. You can't find the Bermuda Triangle because things disappear in it. Number 8. In which national park can you find Lake Windermere? So in which national park can you find Lake Windermere? And number 9, which country is bigger by area? Is it North Korea or South Korea? So which country is bigger by area? North Korea or South Korea? And finally, number 10 for geography. The Yangtze River flows into which sea? So the Yangtze River flows into which sea? Genuinely did not know how big this river was. Took me 10 minutes following it through Google Maps to try and work out, make sure it didn't come out the other end. Yeah. So for the final time, we will look at the decades. We started all the way back in the 40s, or did I start in the 30s, or even the 20s? I can't remember. We started way back when, and for the final time then tonight, I will do the final decade, which is going to be the 2010s. Lo and behold, if we're still going in 7 years' time, I will do the 2020s. That'll be an interesting round to do. But for tonight, though, it is the 2010s. So as always, there's a question from each year, starting with 2010 then, and this, number 1. So in 2010, which Prime Minister requested Parliament be dissolved in the United Kingdom, triggering the next general election? So in 2010, which Prime Minister requested Parliament be dissolved in the UK, triggering the next general election? Someone is going to put the wrong answer down and then argue till they're blue in the face that they're right because they didn't see what year I put. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Number 2, which Sunday newspaper announced in July 2011 that it would cease publication after the phone hacking allegations became public? So which Sunday newspaper announced in July 2011 that it would cease publication after the phone hacking allegations became public? Train. Number 3, which country? Which county did the Olympic flame arrive in after a flight from Athens? Was it Cornwall, Kent, or Greater London? So this was 2012. Which country did the Olympic flame? Which county did the Olympic flame arrive in after a flight from Athens? Was it Cornwall, Kent, or Greater London? Number 4, this would be 2012, 2013. I don't know why I've not put the year in. But after 27 years in charge, who announced their retirement from football and manager of Manchester United? So this would have been 2013. So after 27 years in charge, who announced their retirement from football and as manager of Manchester United Football Club? Number 5, the 2014 performance at the Winter Olympic Games is Team GB's best performance since 1924. But how many medals did they win in total? Was it 4, 14, or 24? So the 2014 performance at the Winter Olympic Games is Team GB's best performance since 1924. How many medals did they win in total? Was it 4, 14, or 24? Number 6, 2015 saw a nationwide poll to find national bird for the UK, but which one? Was it the pigeon, was it the robin, or was it the sparrow? So 2014 saw a nationwide poll to find national bird for the UK, but what one? Was it a pigeon, was it a robin, or was it a sparrow? Number 7, 2016 saw the historic referendum vote for the UK to leave the EU. But what was the leave percentage? Was it 51.9? Was it 53.9? Or was it 57.9? So 2016 saw the historic referendum vote for the UK to leave the EU, but what was the leave percentage? Was it 51.9, 53.9, or 57.9? Number 8, in 2017, TfL declared what was not fit and proper to operate in London? Was it Hackney taxis? Was it private hire? Or was it Uber? So in 2017, TfL declared what was not fit and proper to operate in London? Was it Hackney taxis? Was it private hire? Or was it Uber? Number 9, 2018 saw widespread disruption after the beast from the where? 2018 saw widespread disruption after the beast from the where? And finally, number 10, in 2019, Boris Johnson was ordered to write a letter requesting an extension to Article 50. What did he do? Did he write it in crayon? He didn't sign the letter, or did he send it second class? So in 2019, Boris Johnson was ordered to write a letter requesting an extension to Article 50, but what did he do? Did he write it in crayon? He didn't sign the letter, or did he send it in second class? All three of those things are plausible things that Boris Johnson could have done. Okay, so the questions are up on jvpqquestions.com now, so head on over there if you need a recap. Very nearly didn't say the right word then. If you need a recap, I'm going to take 7 minutes and reset myself, and also try and find some batteries for my mouse. See you after this. Can't change batteries in the mouse, but we're all sorted. Right. It wouldn't click on the button then. Right. Answers coming up in just a few moments' time. So get your answer sheets ready. Just checking a couple of things. Yeah, just in the middle of plotting my route. I'm off to London in a few hours, to be fair. I've got to be at Connections for they're doing their annual pilgrimage walk. So it's a 4-day walk from Connection at St Martin's all the way down to, I want to say Canterbury Cathedral, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so they set off tomorrow morning. So I said I'll come down and say hello to everyone and thank everyone for taking part, etc. So I've got to be there for 9 o'clock in the morning, which probably means leaving here about 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I was just having a quick look to see what see how long I'm going to be. Right, let's do that, do that and do that. Right, let's see how you did with the first 30 questions of this evening. Started with entertainment, and here are your answers. Number 1, which cartoon character had a ship called the Black Pig? It was Captain Pugwash. Number 2, Vivaldi was the composer of the Four Seasons. Excuse me. Oh. And number 3, Bambi's friend Thumper was which kind of animal? Why did I write the same answer in? Dun, 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 dun. There you go. It was a rabbit, not Thumper. Number 4, which football team had the world in motion along with New Order in 1990? It was England, the England national football team. John Barnes, you've got to hold and give and do it at the right time. Number 5, of the 7 Academy Award nominations that Kate Winslet has received, how many did she win? Just the one. It was her most recent one. I think it was 2017. Can't for the life of me remember the name of the film off the top of my head. But yeah, she'd had 6 nominations prior to her win in 2017. Number 6, which former Take That singer's first solo single was Freedom? It was Robbie Williams, not Barry Garlow, as someone said. Definitely Robbie Williams. Number 7, what kind of aquatic creature did Daryl Hannah play in the movie Splash? It was Mermaid. Number 8, which cartoon character was portrayed as the fastest mouse in all of Mexico? It's Speedy Gonzales. Number 9, groups Stereophonics and Catatonia all hail from Wales. And number 10, in which year did Blankety Blank make its UK TV debut? Art Garfunkel with Bright Eyes was the biggest single, and Kramer vs. Kramer topped the worldwide box office. It was 1979. Round 2, geography. Number 1, the capital of Thailand is Bangkok, not T. Number 2, which is the largest island of the Caribbean Sea? It is Cuba. Number 3, which of the Channel Islands is furthest south? It's Jersey. Number 4, the Costa del Sol can be found in Spain. Number 5, in which Scottish city would you find Holyrood Castle? It is Edinburgh. The Palace of Holyrood, there are some websites that do list it as Holyrood Castle as well, but yeah, the Palace of Holyrood in Edinburgh. It's the Queen Elizabeth II's former residence up there, etc, etc. I think most of you knew where I meant. Number 6, East Anglia is made up of 3 counties, Norfolk, Suffolk and Cambridgeshire. Which other county is sometimes included as the definition of East Anglia? It is Essex. There are some parts of Essex that still class themselves as East Anglicans. Number 7, in which ocean can the mystical disappearing region of the Bermuda Triangle be found? It's the Atlantic. Number 8, in which national park can you find Lake Windermere? It is the Lake District, or however, I have slightly worded this wrong, because I saw something on Twitter saying it's not Lake Windermere, it's just called Windermere. However, according to the official Visit Cumbria website, it's Windermere Lake is what it's called. So, I'm technically right, just got the 2 words in the wrong way around. Number 9, which country is bigger by area? It is North Korea. And number 10, the Yangtze River flows into which sea? It is the China Sea. And on to the 2010s, whoa, too far. Number 1, 2010, which Prime Minister requested Parliament be dissolved in the United Kingdom, triggering the next general election? It was Gordon Brown. Number 2, which Sunday newspaper announced in July 2011 that it would cease publication after the phone hacking allegations became public? It was the News of the World. Number 3, which county even did the Olympic flame arrive in after a flight from Athens? It was Cornwall. So the Olympic torch relay started down in Cornwall and worked its way round. Number 4, after 27 years in charge, who announced their retirement from football and manager of Manchester United? It was Alex Ferguson. Number 5, in 2014, the 2014 performance at the Winter Olympic Games was Team GB's best performance since 1924. How many medals did they win in total? So they won 4 at the Olympic Games. Now, I've got this in my notes here because I thought this might come up. So at the Olympic Games in 2014, they won 4. However, in 2017, they were retrospectively awarded a bronze medal because someone, I think 2 athletes were kicked out, or 1 athlete was kicked out of one of the medal positions, and it elevated 4th into a bronze medal position. So from 2017, they were awarded 5, but in 2014, when it was actually then, they were awarded 4. So at the games themselves, they were only awarded 4. Number 6, in 2015, saw a nationwide poll to find national bird of the what for the UK. What won? It was robin. Can you imagine if the national bird of the UK was a pigeon? Yeah, let's just move on. Number 7, the 2016 saw the historic referendum vote for the UK to leave the EU. But what was the leave percentage? It was 51.9. I am not going to get into politics. I'm moving on. Number 8, 2017 saw TfL declare what was not fit and proper to operate in London. It was Uber. Yeah, they removed the license from Uber, and then Uber went to court and got it back, and it was all a waste of time in the end. Number 9, 2018 saw widespread disruption after the beast from the east. I can't believe that was 5 years ago. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, to be fair. And finally, number 10, 2019, Boris Johnson was ordered to write a letter requesting an extension to Article 50. What did he do? He didn't sign it. He basically didn't sign it and then sent a second letter saying it is wrong that I'm being asked for an extension, effectively. Although I could fully believe him writing it in crayons and sending it second class. Right, there we go. That's your first 30 answers for you. 2 rounds still to come, so tot your scores up. And then as soon as I see some scores come through, we will start on to the connections round. Yeah, I've got a lot of driving this week. I'm off to London tomorrow. Straight back after, so I'm not there for long. I'm in and out. And then Saturday's quiz will be live. Then got Thursday and Saturday's quiz for next week to pre-record, and then on the late on Tuesday evening I am setting off for France because I am driving. So I'm going to do a road trip video as well because I thought that'd be quite fun, and I might pick up some questions out of the videos on the way down. So you might see when I get back. And this round is all about the things I saw on my way to France. So, could be anything. Could be driving through Birmingham. It could be driving on the outskirts of London down into Kent. I'm going in on the Channel Tunnel, and I'm coming back into the UK on the boat. So anyway, right, scores are coming through, so let's crack on with the rest of the quiz. Round 4 then, as always, is a connections round. 9 questions. Question number 10. Sorry, I'm just looking at some of the scores and giggling. 9 questions. Question number 10. What links all the answers together? Let's do it. Number 1. So the 5 Thunderbird brothers were Scott, John, Gordon, Alan, and whom? So the 5 Thunderbird brothers were Scott, John, Gordon, Alan, and whom? Number 2, what G describes someone instructed to watch over in order to protect or control? So what G describes someone instructed to watch over in order to protect or control? Train. Number 3, Loafer, Brogues, and Oxford are types of what? So Loafer, Brogues, and Oxford are types of what? Number 4, complete the phrase. Someone who behaves in a careful and cunning way is said to what clever? Clearly not that answer, is it, Haley? No, there we go. Complete the phrase. Someone who behaves in a careful and cunning way is said to what clever? Number 5, what was the name of the St. Bernard dog named after the German composer of the same name, and also the name of the film it stars in? So what was the name of the St. Bernard dog named after the German composer of the same name, and also the name of the film it stars in? I'll be honest, I'm really surprised Mr. Jackson hasn't got this straight away. Quite surprised. Number 6, a place set up with temporary accommodations of huts, tents, or other structures is called a what site? So a place set up with temporary accommodations of huts, tents, or other structures is called a what site? Number 7, what is the name of the 5th largest supermarket chain in the UK that has Market Street inside most of its stores? So what is the name of the 5th largest supermarket chain in the United Kingdom which has Market Street inside most of its stores? Number 8, what name is given to a barrier preventing the flow of water of loose solid materials? So what name is given to a barrier preventing the flow of water of loose solid materials? Train. Number 9, the process of moving or the movement of goods or people from one place to another is called what? So the process of moving or the movement of goods or people from one place to another is called what? As always, question number 10. What links all of the answers together? Can't make number 7 fit the connection. Ah. Oh, okay. Right, let's wrap up tonight's quiz then. 10 general knowledge, starting with this for number 1. What is the colour of the middle stripe of the flag of Ireland? So what is the colour of the middle stripe of the flag of Ireland? Number 2, what is the name of the cooking method whereby an egg is cooked outside of its shell by boiling it in water? So what is the name of the cooking method whereby an egg is cooked outside of its shell by boiling it in water? Number 3, what number is represented by MMI? So what number is represented by MMI? Oh my word. Number 4, the liqueur of Pernod originates from which country? So the liqueur of Pernod originates from which country? Number 5, if Z is the least used letter in the English language, what is the second least used? So if Z is the least used letter in the English language, what is the second least used? Number 6, someone born on April Fool's Day would be which star sign? So someone born on April Fool's Day would be which star sign? Number 7, lexicology is the study of what? So lexicology is the study of what? Sound of pennies dropping in Glastonbury. Number 8, how many loaves are there in a baker's dozen? How many loaves are in a baker's dozen? Number 9, cutrophobia is the fear of getting haircut. Is this true or false? So cutrophobia is the fear of getting haircut. Is it true or false? And finally, number 10, for a month to have a Friday the 13th, it must begin on which day of the week? That's the reason I put it this as the last question. You can now sit there and work it out with your pens and paper. For a month to have a Friday the 13th, it must begin on which day of the week? There we go. So that is all of your questions for this evening, other than your tiebreaker, obviously. It's another short break. Questions are up on jvpqquestions.com now. So if you want to head on over there to recap any of those that you might have missed, and I will see you in 7 minutes. Sorry, I was typing, typing in the break. Yeah, right. Answers coming up in a very short moment, so start scrabbling those last answers down. Someone just messaged me and said, "Where in France are you going to?" It's just south of Limoges, so it's about, I think it's about from here. It's about 5.5 hours from here to Caen, and then I think it's about 9 hours through France. On the way down, I'm stopping with Beck and her mum and dad and Damon and some of our friends in a place just out there, about a couple of hours drive from the actual wedding venue. But yeah, it's in a chateau south of Limoges. So yes, I'm setting off on Tuesday night, drive to Caen, jump on the Eurostar, get some breakfast in France, then drive down to where everybody is, and then we're going to the wedding on the Thursday morning, and then I drive back on Saturday. So yeah, but don't worry, I'll take you all with me on the journey. It's going to be fun. So yeah, keep an eye on Instagram and Facebook stories next week. Right, let's do your answers. Here we go. Right, so round 4 connections. Let's see. So, oh, I forgot. I should have mentioned this. One of them isn't spelt the same, but it sounds the same, which is why I've got away with it. Anyway, you'll find out when we get to it. Number 1. The 5 Thunderbird brothers were Scott, John, Gordon, Alan, and Virgil. Number 2, what G describes someone instructed to watch over in order to protect or control? It is guard. Number 3, loafer, brogues, and Oxford are types of what? It is shoes. Number 4, complete the phrase. Someone who behaves in a careful and cunning way is said to box clever. Number 5, what was the name of the St. Bernard dog named after the German composer of the same name, and also the name of the film that it stars in is Beethoven. Number 6, whoa, hang on. Oh, okay. A place set up with temporary accommodations of huts, tents, or other structures is called a campsite. So, yeah, if you had 2 letters on, that fits. Number 7, what is the name of the 5th largest supermarket chain in the UK that has Market Street inside most of its stores? It is Morrison's. Drop a letter off there, you're fine. You, my brown-eyed girl. Number 8, what name is given to a barrier preventing the flow of water of loose solid materials? It is dam. Sounds the same, not spelled quite the same. Number 9, the process of moving or the movement of goods or people from one place to another is called transit. And if you link all of those together, tidy them up nice and neatly, and this is what you get. What links them all together? Van. So, to clarify, shoes, there is the Vans Shoe Company. You've got Virgil van Dijk, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Van Morrison, camping van, box van, which is like a bit bigger than a transit van, and then obviously a transit van. So there you go. Van is what links them all together. Sounds like there's a helicopter about to land in the garden. Round 5, general knowledge. Number 1, what is the colour of the middle stripe of the flag of Ireland? It is white. Number 2, what is the name of the cooking method whereby an egg is cooked outside of its shell by boiling it in water? It is poached. Number 3, what number is represented by MMI? It's 2001. Number 4, the liqueur of Pernod originates from which country? It is France. Number 5, if Z is the least used letter in the English language, what is the second least used? It is Q. Number 6, someone born on April Fool's Day would be which star sign? It is Aries. And number 7, lexicology is the study of words. Number 8, how many loaves are in a baker's dozen? There are 13. 12 in a dozen, 13 in a baker's dozen. Number 9, cutrophobia is the fear of getting haircut. Is this true or false? It is false because I've made that word up. Number 10, for a month to have a Friday the 13th, it must begin on which day of the week? It is a Sunday. So, tot your scores up. How have you done this evening? Remember, 50 points available tonight as always. If you need to separate your teams, here is a tiebreaker. Now, I was going to use this morning, but Gary Davis ended up somehow winning and getting 4 out of 5, and I'm still want to call Stuart's inquiry. But anyway, your tiebreaker is this. In the 90s, the Spice Girls spent the most amount of time at number 1 in the singles charts. How many weeks in total were they at number 1? Mm. So in the 90s, the Spice Girls spent the most amount of time at number 1 in the singles charts. How many weeks in total were they at number 1? Mm-hmm. While you're having to think of that, reminds me I need to see if I can find it now. There it is. Right, remember, nearest to it gets the point. So in 3, 2, 1. You've got that completely wrong, Haley. 52 it should have been. No, in the 90s, and they started in 96. Anyway, the correct answer was 22. So in the 90s, the Spice Girls spent the most amount of time at number 1. They spent 22 weeks at number 1. Your maths is shocking. 52 weeks in a year, Haley, and their first single was 96. Yeah, you're probably way out. But there we go. That is everything for this evening. That is all of your questions, all of your answers, all nice and neatly done. So yeah, Saturday's quiz will be live, and then next week, Thursday and Saturday, will be pre-recorded. If you've not subscribed on YouTube, at the risk of sounding like a YouTuber, which I've tried to avoid over the last 3 years, but if you do subscribe to the channel, it's free, it doesn't cost anything. You'll get the notification as to where to find Thursday's quiz without having to go and search for it, because this is where everything broadcast now. It's all on YouTube. So yeah, if you do subscribe, then you'll get a nice little notification, and boom, there we go, it's all sorted. And you get told when it's ready to premiere. However, failing that, all of the links will be up on social media across all of our platforms as well. So I'm going to get everything scheduled before I set off for the train on Tuesday. Yeah, but do keep an eye on socials and stuff. Like I said, I'm going to take you a bit on a road trip journey as we drive to France for Beck's wedding. Beck even said that on Thursday we could do a Facebook Live before Thursday night's quiz on her wedding day, which I think is a little bit bonkers, but you've come to know Bex, that's pretty much right up Beck's street. Right, that is it from me for tonight. So if I don't see you on Saturday, I will see you back live here in 2 weeks' time with a very special extra something in 2 weeks' time as well, while we take a week off. But yeah, still quizzing for you guys, so it's not really a week off for you. It's just a bit of a break for us. So we'll see you soon. As always for me, take care. Don't know why I wink. Why am I trying to wink? As always for me, take care, and we'll see you soon. Stay safe.